Hello and welcome to Nana's Crafty Home. My name is Tanya. Today's tutorial is going to show you how to crochet the Mosaic Medley Bauble that you can find as a free pattern on my website. I have a link below in the description of this video if you'd like to check out those free written pattern instructions. So for the Mosaic Medley Ornament, I'm going to be making two identical circle panels, and then those panels are then seamed together. I crochet them together with a slip stitch. Once I've seamed the two panels to a point where I need to stuff or insert, I am using a plastic, it's a flat disc like ornament. You could certainly use a completely round one if you'd wish, or you could just go ahead and stuff yours with some polyfill. I just find these to be much easier. I got mine on Amazon. I have a link below in the description if you want to check those out as well. So I'm using two different colors of worsted weight yarn, and I'm using Hobby Lobby's I Love This yarn in a solid. This is Ivory. And then I have a variegated. This stitch works really well with a variegated or a self-striping yarn. And I found this really pretty colorway. It is the I Love This yarn brand, and it's called Japanese Fields. And it has some green and some pink, really a pretty colorway for Christmas. Let's go ahead and get started. So to start out with, I'm using my solid, which I'm going to refer to as my color A, and I'm going to make a magic circle. You could also chain 4 slip stitch to form a ring, and then round 1 stitches will be worked into that ring. So for round 1, I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to work 12 single crochets in my magic circle or that ring if I made a ring instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to slip stitch join to my first stitch and then tighten my magic circle. So for this first stitch, I'm going to slip stitch join, and I have 12 total stitches in that magic ring. And don't worry, it's a lot of stitches for a magic circle, and when I go ahead and weave in that end, I'm going to make it to where that circle disappears. So just slip stitch join to that first stitch, and now I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That chain 5 is going to count as my first stitch plus a chain 2. I'm going to skip the next stitch and work a double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 2, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next, chain 2, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next, chain 2, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next, chain 2, skip the last stitch, and go ahead and slip stitch join to the first stitch. If you worked the chain 5, it would be the chain 3 of that chain 5. Go ahead and slip stitch join. What I'm going to do is change colors. Change colors by dropping color A. I'm not going to fasten off color A because I'm going to be picking it back up into my work for round 4. But go ahead and pull in color B with a chain 1. And now I'm going to single crochet in that same stitch. I'm going to be working behind this chain 2, and I'm going to be working into that skipped stitch from that previous round, and I'm going to work 3 double crochets in that skip stitch, but I'm going to work those double crochets behind the chain 2. So rather than working in front of the chain 2 or around the chain 2, come behind and insert your hook into that skipped stitch and work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Now work a single crochet in the top of that next stitch, so in the top of that double crochet. Then I have another chain 2, work 3 double crochets in that skipped stitch from the previous round behind the chain 2. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, single crochet in the top of the next stitch. And you're just going to be repeating that all the way around, 3 double crochets behind the chain 2 in the next skip stitch, single crochet in the top of the next, 3 double crochets behind the chain 2 in the skipped stitch from the previous round. And then I'm at the beginning or end, and I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch join in the top of that first single crochet that I worked. And I've completed round 3. Now I'm going to be dropping this color, and I'm going to be pulling that cream back into my work. So I'm going to just drop this one, get it out of my way. I'm going to pull that back in by yarning over and pulling through first chain, then chaining 3 more chains for a total of 4, which counts as my first double crochet plus a chain 1. So now I'm going to skip the next stitch, and you can see this is my single crochet, so this is the next stitch that I'm going to skip, and I'm going to work a double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, and I'm back to the beginning. You can see here that this is going to cup because I don't have enough stitches in this round to make a perfectly flat circle. So that will be made up in the next round. So don't worry about it. This will cup after round 4, but it will get resolved after the next round. So now I'm going to slip stitch join in the top of that chain 3. Remember I did a chain 4, and I'm going to slip stitch join into that chain 3, the third chain of that chain 4. I'm going to drop my cream again and go ahead and pull back in my color B with a chain 1. And now I'm going to single crochet in that same stitch. So where I worked that slip stitch join, go ahead and work a single crochet. And now again I'm going to be working behind the chains from that previous round, and I'm going to work 2 double crochets in that skipped stitch. So coming behind the chain 1, 2 double crochets in that skipped stitch from the previous round, single crochet in the next stitch, the top of that next double crochet, 2 double crochets in the next skipped stitch, single crochet in the next, 2 double crochets in the next skip stitch, and you're just going to be repeating that around, single crochet in the top of the next, 2 double crochets in the next skipped stitch from the previous round, and just continue repeating that on around. So I've worked 2 double crochets in that last skipped stitch, and I'm going to slip stitch join to that first single crochet from the beginning of that round. So for round 6, I'm going to be repeating round 4. I'm going to drop my color B, pull in my color A, and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, and continue repeating that on around. We get to the end of the round, we skip the last stitch and we slip stitch join into the top of that chain 3, and we drop this color. Again, you can see that it's cupping because we don't have enough stitches for that previous round that I just worked to create a flat circle, so this next round will take care of that again. So pull it in. We're repeating round 5. Single crochet in that same stitch and 2 double crochets in that next skipped stitch, single crochet in the next, 2 double crochets in the next, single crochet in the next, and continue repeating that on around, 2 double crochets in the next. So once I get to the end of the round, I've worked 2 double crochets in that last skip stitch. I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch join to that first stitch, and you can see that I have completed my circle. This is my first panel. I'm going to go ahead and fasten off. I am going to show you how to close this circle because I'm using a magic circle, the hole doesn't want to close all the way. So the way to do that is tighten it as much as you can. Go ahead and get that first cream end on your tapestry needle, and what you're going to do is you're going to insert your needle and go around that single crochet round, right around that magic circle. And we're going to keep going around and then pulling it as I go, and eventually that hole will completely close up. It's going to be a little tight, that's okay. Continue pulling, see that? Closed right up. And then once you've tightened that and there's no more hole on the front, go ahead and finish weaving that end in, securing it. All right, go ahead and make your second panel. I've completed both panels. My second panel, I still have my contrasting color left on my hook, my color B, because I'm going to be using that to seam the 2 panels together. So in order to seam your panels, you're going to want the wrong sides of your panels facing each other. So the right side is on the outside. Then we're going to be working slip stitches into both. We're going to align our stitches. So this is a single crochet And it doesn't really matter which single crochet, it can be any of them. So I'm just going to insert my hook into that back loop of that stitch, and then the back loop of the corresponding single crochet on the back panel, and then yarn over and complete my slip stitch by pulling that through all 3 loops on your hook. And then you're just going to be repeating that all the way around, inserting your hook into the back loop only on the front panel, inserting your hook, keeping your yarn below your hook that you're working with, inserting your hook into the back loop of the stitch on the back panel, and then yarning over and pulling through all 3 loops. And we're just going to continue repeating that all the way around. And then once I've gotten to a point where there's only an area small enough to fit my ornament inside, we're going to stop seaming and insert that ornament. So just continue back loop, slip stitch, back loop, slip stitch. I'm dropping it so that it's easier for you to see the stitch, the loop that I'm grabbing on the other panel. And you can see how that ends up looking on your outside seam. So now my opening is only large enough to fit my ornament, so I'm going to stick my ornament in the opening there and push the top part of the ornament all the way over to the edge of my seam where I began, and I'm going to continue . And then I'm going to go until there's no more room. And my ornament is completely closed. I can go ahead and fasten off. And I'll just have that one final end to weave in. And I would weave in this end around this top edge just to tighten this a little bit. You could then just use the hanger that comes with the package of ornaments. You could add a ribbon, tie a ribbon on there. If you wanted a more rustic look, you could do some twine. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial today. Thanks so much for being with me. As always, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never miss a new video. Thanks everyone. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.